Well, hello, Philip back again with Slinging Shots with Philip. Thanks for watching. Make sure before we get started, you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you want to get some cool slingshot videos in your future. That's the place to do it and the way to do it. So make sure you get that done. Leave me a comment down below if there's questions you got about this hobby, about the slingshots, anything like that, and I'll do my best to answer them. So what have we got in store for today? Well, I've got a friend. Yeah, I actually have a friend, believe it or not. Just saying. Anyway, his name's Luke, and he's a casual slinger. He's got some health issues that keep him from being serious and a competitor and things like that, but he loves to collect slingshots. And so I really want to thank Luke for loaning me these slingshots. There are a couple of rules. One, I'm only allowed to shoot clay because he's a collector and he wants them returned in perfect shape. So we will be shooting clay today. The other thing is I have to mention his YouTube channel, Caveman Hobbies. It's nothing huge and big yet, but let's grow it. Give Caveman Hobbies a like and a subscribe. When you get a chance, there should be a link down in my description to Caveman Hobbies. So there you go. I've noticed on my channel different slingshots, stuff that's not quite your norm, seem to do well as far as getting views. So he's got a couple of slingshots that he has accumulated over the last year or so that I said, you know, I don't see many reviews out there for that. Let's see if we can give him a good review. Well, not good as in I have to say it's a great slingshot, but a good review about getting into the details and showing up the slingshot. So that's what we're here today to do. What do we have, you ask? This one is kind of cool. I remember seeing it when it came out. It's the MDT. It's from a company called MDT. If I remember right, they make guns. So if everything is very precision, very meticulously designed and good quality materials. This is made out of aluminum, anodized green, which I happen to like green, so I think it's already cool for that, if nothing else. If you go to the website and look it up, there's a screw here. You can loosen that Allen screw and you can rotate this handle to be whatever grip you want. It's got a Picatinny rail, so you could put a fishing reel down there. It's got clips. It's got a little peephole instead of a fiber optic there for you to use for aiming. I'll get into that a little bit later. And I was kind of skeptical because it's just kind of a weird shape. All right, so what's this slingshot like? One, I was impressed. Even though I was skeptical about the shape and how it was going to fit, man, for a pinch grip, it feels good. It just sits right down in my hand. That little palm swell right there just hugs my hand perfect. So I believe this is the long handle. He said the short handle is like so short that it's like almost nobody can grip it except a kid. So what am I going to compare this to? My favorite starter slingshot. Now, granted, this isn't a starter, it's aluminum. Don't go there for your first slingshot. But the sling that I'm most accurate with in short draw is the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. So let's compare it to the Scout LT2 from Simpleshot. First, what are the fork dimensions? They're pretty much dead on the same. So we're talking a 90 millimeter frame here, which I like because that's right in my wheelhouse for shooting. That means I'm probably going to shoot well with it. Okay, the size-wise, if you stick it on top of this LT2, they're pretty much the same. Size-wise, the MDT is a tiny bit longer because it's got the Picatinny rail. Take that off of there, which is an option. You can add on to it, or you can take it off if you don't use it. So they're essentially the same size slingshot. The swells here for your grip are a little bit smaller than what's on the Simpleshot, but these grips here are a little bit skinnier than what's on the Simpleshot. You can kind of see there. But for my small hands, it really fits good. It really does. So what do you think of the slingshot? Well, my first impression was when I went to put bands on it, my Simpleshot Allen wrenches don't work. They're too small. So I had to go dig up an Allen wrench, and I'm not a I'm not a maintenance guy. I had to dig before I could find an Allen wrench that fit. Otherwise, I was going to have to go to the store and get one. But the Allen screws for holding on the band clips are a little bit bigger than what Simpleshot uses. So if you got a pile of those like me, you're going to have to go find another Allen wrench to put your bands on here. The bands were pretty much straightforward to put on except for one thing, and depending on how you shoot, this may or may not be an issue, but I doubt it would be. These Simpleshot frame tips, I'm shooting 22-12, and it pretty much takes up the entire width of the fork. All right, so I'm assuming these are 22 or 23 millimeter frame size or tip sizes. The MDT is smaller, so the bands, when you put them on, they peek out the side just a little bit. I'm running the same 22-12 bands on here that I run on my LT2. So I was wondering, is that going to hurt anything? I don't think so. We're going to find out when we give it a shot. So that is one thing to be conscious of. Now, if you were going to use this for a long draw and you're using a smaller taper like 18 or something like that, you'll probably be fine. My guess is these are probably 20 millimeter. I've got a link in the description to the website where you can get the down dirty details. I don't dive into that. I just want to show you the slingshot, give you an honest review on whether I think it's shootable and whether it works good and whether it's just a good investment or not. So far, I really like this. This is, if all I can complain about is this being a little narrower than my 22 millimeter bands, as long as it shoots good, I think we're in good shape. Now, I mentioned this little eye hole right here. Instead of a fiber optic, it's got a little eye hole. And you know what? I was kind of skeptical because you get sights on a lot of those cheap Amazon slingshots, and they're just total gimmicks. Well, I've already put about 15, 20 shots through this. I can tell you, when I pulled this thing back, the first 3 or 4 shots, I pulled it back, I lined my bands up like you're supposed to, and then I could see my target right through that little hole. You can see just enough of your target. Boom, first 3 shots with this slingshot were dead on hits of a 50 millimeter leather spinner. It's like, okay, I think this is going to be a pretty sweet setup. Let's take a few shots and see how we do. Again, I'm shooting clay. These are not my frames. They're going back to my friend Luke when I'm done. I paid nothing for them. I'm getting no compensation. So my feelings are exactly what I want them to be. My feelings. There is no impetus on me to make them look or feel better than they really are. Comfort-wise, man, it feels pretty good. It does feel really good. I don't have a pouch for clay, so I'll be reaching down. Okay, so here's our first shot on camera. I'm going to shoot at that 50 millimeter spinner right in there. It's an old leather spinner that I've been beating up and I'm trying to break. Let's see if we can hit it. Boom, dead on. I noticed with this little eyesight, because it's a hole that you have to peek through, if you can see through there, that means this part and this part are right on. So I think that little eye hole actually is a benefit. Some people think it's a gimmick, but for me, it's working really good. I'm hitting stuff better than I thought I would on the first shots with a frame I've never put in my hand before. So let's shoot the yellow bell next to the leather spinner. Oh, just missed. Boom, got it. 2 shots to get that little tiny bell. As I'm shooting it, it just fits down into your hand so nice. It's a little bit thin, so as I shoot a bunch with it, as I put more shots on it, because I've shot a few rounds through it already, it does kind of get into your fingers a bit. But unless you're shooting a lot rapidly and just shooting shot after shot after shot, it feels really good. Let's shoot something else. I'm going to shoot that water bottle that's hanging. That should be an easy target. But you can see me adjusting my frame when I'm moving. I got my bands lined up. Now I'm adjusting my frame to get a straight shot down that sight. Boom, right where I aimed. When you get all them fundamentals right, that little hole, I'm really impressed. I cannot believe that that little hole is that beneficial and that accurate. Okay, let's shoot a 40 millimeter spinner. Whoop, just a little high on that one. Let's try it again. Boom, dead on. Tell you what, if I had a competition coming up in a week, this would be my frame of choice over my LT2. This thing really has me shooting better than I thought that it would. And for right now, for me, this thing is just dead on accurate. I love this thing. Link in the description below. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. This MDT hand cannon, I'm sort of in love with it. Luke, I promise I'll send this back, and I'll send it back. But it might be with a heavy heart. This thing is pretty cool. I like it. So thanks for loaning this to me, Luke. Remember, Caveman Hobbies, YouTube, look him up. So I appreciate the loan. This will be coming back in the mail to you in a few weeks, Luke. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Keep on slinging, everybody. Till next time, God bless, and get out and blow up some cans, all right?